So what did these Tsavo lions do? Like, what's their story? Yeah, I don't know
They
about
also
those.
murdered a whole bunch of people. Yeah, a similar situation. They just like terrorized an entire encampment of like hundreds of men. Actually, Indians, workers.
Oh, my
That's it.
goodness.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Poor
Indian
Indians.
workers came to Africa. Yeah, and then these lions just like these two male lions who didn't have manes, which is extra weird, just like terrorized and killed hundreds of people for.
They didn't have manes, really? Wow.
Yeah, no one really knows
weird.
why. Yeah,
there's some different theories about it.
It's like an anomaly.
Yeah, there's a lot of like bramble and like prickle bushes in that area, so it's thought that maybe they lost their hair by going through those. Could be some genetic thing. Like, really, who knows? But they look weird.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, these are...
So
it says the Tsavo man-eaters were a pair of man-eating male lions in the Tsavo region of Kenya. Okay, so this is in Africa. Is that the pictures of?
Yeah, that's
those are
them.
skins. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, they look weird.
But don't male lions have...
Yeah, they don't have
normally.
They normally have manes, right? But these don't. Interesting.
And maybe
So
they
it
were
says-
sick and that's why they went after people. Who knows? They could have had like mange or something. No one really knew.
Okay.
Does this type of like anomaly happen like often, or is these like the only lions they ever found with no manes, like as like they were males, right?
Yeah,
Wow,
that's a good
that's
question.
interesting.
I don't know. These are the only ones I've heard of, but that's because they ate a bunch of people. So like it's totally possible that there's other male lions that don't have manes. I just haven't heard of them. But
Yeah, I'm sure there's like diseases that they can catch that would lead to this as well. Not
Yeah.
that these ones may have had it. They could have or could not have. I don't know. But I'm sure there's disease that leads to this on a more regular basis than you might expect.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, you always hear about the worst case scenario, right? You're not going to hear
Yeah,
about
exactly.
lions that have no manes that haven't killed anyone.
Yeah.
You always hear about the worst.
Yep.
No, obviously.
So this was almost around the same time as the Champoa tiger.
Yeah.
Actually.
Not too
I
far.
don't know what was happening back then. Like late
Yeah,
1800s, early 1900s, stuff was
We
going
know
wild.
what was happening. It was colonialism, what was happening. And now we just had a bunch of people actually recording the things that are happening. And like for this case, like it was a railroad crew was going and building a railroad. That's how the attacks were happening, is they're getting picked off from their campsites.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the British
workers.
expansionism and like other countries colonizing these areas is why we learn about all these things in the early 1900s and late 1800s.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it is interesting.
They were basically the unlucky ones who went into, the wild areas, the
The people that were
uncharted
killed
areas.
are the ones that were hired by the government and given no weapons or like real good protection against the animals that are there.
Yeah, just like poor workers,
Correct.
go and do the
Yeah.
dirty work, and then we'll walk in your path of blood.
Exactly. I like it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened, the world we know today. There's a lot of death that, occurred. And
Still
sometimes
is.
We don't. Yeah, true.
Just
yeah.
different.
Yeah, just different death.
Different ways, yeah, and
Yeah, it's unfortunate, of course.